I don't know if you can hear the music at the background. I don't want it to be loud, but I want something, at the background. I don't know. Can you hear it? If you can hear it, I have to reduce it because it will be sensitive to the video that the live stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You are welcome. You are welcome. Let's share and power tap. 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 Today is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Wednesday wisdom. The heat, gosh. And the noise from the background fan will also interfere with the recording or the live stream. Let me turn it off for now. Hi, good day, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. You are welcome to our channel or our platform. Okay, so today is Wednesday wisdom or wisdom Wednesday, whichever way you like to call it. Okay, so our topic for today is what did I title it? Never stop learning. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. So learn, unlearn, and grow. God gave Adam responsibility before prosperity. And so responsibility precedes increase. God gave Adam responsibility before he became prosperous. And so responsibility will precede increase. Whenever you are doing whatever you are doing, there shall be increase. Okay? There shall be increase. That is what the Bible says. There shall be increase. All right, so learn, unlearn, and grow. So never stop learning. Okay? So why lifelong learning has a strategy, a wealth strategy. The more you learn, the more you understand whatever you're doing. So one of the most expensive things you can do is to refuse to learn. Education, I don't mean that you should go back to school. I don't mean that you should go, to classroom, because classroom doesn't teach you everything that you need. You learn as you grow. You learn as you go out there. You learn. You learn. That is how we learn. Okay. So confessional retirement doesn't work anymore. You have to make sure that you retire yourself. If you are waiting for the government to retire you, you will be disappointed in what you will be earning. So confessional retirement doesn't help you. It's good to make sure that you retire yourself by making sure there is something to look forward to when you are retired. All right, so maybe you will be the one God has chosen to change everything in your lineage. Maybe you are the one God has chosen to rewrite the story of your family. Maybe you are the one that God will bless to lift your family out, take them out of that poverty. Okay, so you can go from cleaner and become a homeowner, from a car wash and become financial freedom. Maybe you are the one. You never know. So if you don't start, if you don't do something, if you don't help yourself, maybe you may not grow, or you cannot even grow. If you are not helping yourself, you cannot grow. Why? Because we need growth to develop ourselves. But if you have plan, you plan your finance, you plan everything that you want to do, and be wise with it. Serve others with love and make money. When you serving people, that is how you can earn. You don't earn by just opening shop and closing your shop when you're supposed to open the shop and then serve people that may need your service. Okay, sometimes I ask myself, Why am I doing what I do? Number one is because I have passion for people. God has chosen me to serve humanity. And until we understand our purpose, we may get it wrong. We are here to serve one another. We are here to serve with love. We are here to do what God has asked us to do. All right, so God created you and I for a purpose. It's not just we just want to be or occupy a space. No, we are here for the purpose. So life has a beautiful way of teaching us lessons that no classroom can fully explain. Integrity is number one. Contentment is number two. Consistency, number three. Make sure that you get up and move, number four. Make sure that you are doing something that will help you every day. Integrity. A classroom will never tell you anything. I remember when I was getting married, during the, what do you call it, the night your parents will pray for you and all of that. I remember what my mom said. She said, you are going into the world, a life that you never lived before. You are going into marriage, into a life that you have never learnt or known before. So in other words, you are going to learn new things. Don't think that what you have been taught at home is still what you continue to use when you marry. I didn't quite get it until when I married. I said, okay, this is what my mom meant by saying that, because you are getting married now, you are going into a new world, another life. You are starting another life completely. Because what your parents taught you may not be the same as what you will learn in your marriage. Even though they've given you what they believe it will help you in the future. But until you yourself be in that your shoe, then you will know whether the shoe hurts or it's helping you. So you decide on what you want to do, okay? So integrity is, more than riches. Integrity. When you have integrity, wealth will come, money will come, riches will come. So don't betray people, don't be dishonest. Make sure that you serve people with purpose and you are honest. Don't say because you want to earn money from people, especially people that are in diaspora. You give people in Africa a different price. People in Africa, you give in diaspora, you give them a different price. A lady said something to me. She said she could not believe it. You know, this lady said something on a platform that she's selling this item, so amount. And when she called and she realized that the number was from diaspora, she changed the price. And she said, no, I'm not going to buy. Why? Because the price you mentioned in your video is there. And in fact, you actually wrote it there. So she screenshot it or screen munch it, send it to her. That you don't have integrity. You are not honest. You just want to rip people off because you think people in diaspora, they are picking money from the ground or they are plucking money from the tree. It's not so. People in diaspora, they work twice than you people that you are in Africa because we have a job to do, we have work to do, and so we have to make sure that we fulfill our duty every day. Sometimes growth, did I mention growth earlier? Yes, Wisdom Wednesday and personal growth, yeah? And that is what I mean by learn, unlearn, and grow. Okay, so sometimes growth comes through success, but most times growth comes through disappointment, through season that will force us to look inward. What are we doing right? Are we doing things right, or we are just doing it aimlessly? Are we doing what we are meant to do right, the right way, or we are just doing it aimlessly. Good afternoon, Queen Claire. How are you, darling? Good day, thank you. My family are good. How about your own family? I trust everyone is doing great. Thank you for joining, ma'am. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for liking the live stream. I really appreciate you. God bless you. Okay? Life has taught me several lessons. I'm telling you. I've learned through my mistakes. I've learned through other people's mistakes. I've learned through other people as well. I learned a lot about what I feel that were right, but they were not right. I was thinking, oh, as a mother, what I was doing was okay, whereas it's not okay. I had to learn and relearn. I mean, unlearn and relearn, and then grow. Learn, unlearn, and grow. That is what I did. And that is what has kept me in my journey. Okay? Because sometimes we do things and we feel, oh, that is the best thing for us. We've made the best decision, whereas, no, that decision is the worst decision ever we could have made. And when it happens, when life happens to us, we blame the devil, we blame people. Instead of pointing fingers to ourselves, we pointing fingers to other people. Okay? So, 7 life lessons life has taught me about growth. Life taught me to be humble, right? Life taught me to be humble. Why? Why did I say so? Because sometimes you may need help from someone that is younger than you. Listen to me. You may see someone that is younger than you, and you will feel, no, I cannot go and seek help from this person. Why? Because you feel that your age matters. Your age doesn't matter when it comes to growth, because wisdom is not by age. Wisdom is not by education. Wisdom is whom God has given. God has favored us with that wisdom. If God has favored a young, I've said it and I will say it again. I have young coaches and mentors. They are younger than me. In fact, one of them is, same age as one of my grandchildren. But I humble myself to learn under him. Why? Because he has what it takes. I needed that knowledge. I needed that encouragement. And I was not even looking at his age. I didn't care, because he did not write his age on the forehead. All he was saying is promoting what I needed. And because I needed it, I needed that knowledge, I enrolled and subscribed. And, he taught me. So age will humble you. Life will humble you. If you say, oh, because you are older, you cannot go and learn under someone who is younger than you. In fact, the age of your granddaughter or your grandson or your grandchild, you will miss it. So, growth requires humility. Life will humble you. And another thing, you must be willing to learn. You must be willing to learn. I didn't know that what I've been doing for many years, in fact, decades, I didn't know that I was helping myself. I remember about 4 or 5 decades ago, I invested in encyclopedia. And as of then, encyclopedia were so expensive. I didn't know that encyclopedia was going to be something special that I invested my money in. In fact, I did not understood what encyclopedia means. I did not understood when I invested my money in it. I didn't know that I have passion for books. I didn't know that I have passion for learning. I didn't know that I have passion for books. I didn't know that I have passion for learning. I always buy books. I always invest in buying books, in buying and buying and buying and buying, not knowing that I am helping myself to learn through my mentors and coaches that have written books. I have different mentors and coaches that I learned through their books or from their books. I got to know them. I have never met them in person, but I got to know them through the books they've written. So education is part of growth, is part of growing, is part of life. If you want to be at the top, you must learn to read. You must learn, you must understand why learning is important. You must understand it. Okay? So you must be willing to unlearn, learn, and grow. Not everything you once believed will serve you the person you are becoming. In other words, don't say because that idea, that education you had last year or 2 years ago is still, viable now. No. Everything change every day. Everything change. The Bible also says renew your mind every day. Renew your mind. When you renew your mind, you are open to learning. You are open to opportunities. You are open to so many challenges. You are open to success. You are open. Why? Because you are willing to learn. You are willing. Don't even be rigid to yourself and say, oh, you cannot learn this, you cannot learn that. In fact, try to change the way you think. Try to change the way you see things. Try to change the way that you reason. Reason with people. I mean, the right people, not just anybody. Reason with the right people. Reason with people that are in your, class of area. Maybe if you are an entrepreneur or you are a business person or a doctor, you have to liaise with them or network with them. That is what I mean. Okay? So, growth is very, very important. And learning, you learn through growth. I mean, you grow through learning. You grow through learning. So your mistakes can become your teacher. Your mistake can become your teacher. Why? Because we learn from our mistakes. If only you want to. Because there are some people that when they made mistake, they rather, not even bother to change. They are not subtle to change. They are not moved. They believe that whatever they have done, that is the best way and that is the right way to do it. That is not the right way to do it. And, there are several ways that you can make a change. There are several ways that you can decide how to change your life. It's not a one fix all. It's something that you say, okay, maybe if I'm doing something, okay, for example, if I want to lose weight now, yeah, and I've been trying to lose weight for 2 months now. I'm not losing any inch. What do? I have to find the reason why I am not losing that or dropping that inch or that weight. Maybe because I'm not exercising, maybe I'm not eating the right food, maybe I'm not doing whatever I needed to do. And so I cannot be complaining that, why am I not losing the weight? The reason why you needed to know is to find out the reason why that thing is not working. Okay? So your mistake can become your teacher. Growth often happens outside your comfort zone. Oh my goodness. A lot of people love so much comfort, including myself. Oh, I'm not blaming you, including myself. In fact, I was in a meeting last week and someone said something. And, even me, it applies to me because I used to do that. But I realized that when I'm working, I can sit there for 3 hours without getting up. And that is not good. That will cause you fatigue, no blood running. The blood flow will stop. because you need movement so that the blood can move around the body. If you are not moving around, you could get, your body could stop flowing. It could affect your breathing. So we need movement. So this guy said, oh, he's looking for help, right? And he said, Manka, thank you for liking the live stream. God bless you. He said, he does something and he's trying to find solution to it. And yet he still does it. Why? Because, if you want to change, you cannot change anything until after 30 days. If I want to change my diet now, I have to change it and continue until maybe after 30 days. Then I will become used to that change. But if I don't change that diet, it means I'm not doing anything. So change is constant. Change is something you cannot be doing. It's called infinity. You cannot be doing something, the same thing over and over and over and over and expect change. Nothing will change. Nothing will move. But change is constant. You need change. We need change. Okay? So growth often happens outside our comfort zone. If everything feels familiar, you are not stretching. If everything feels the same, it means you are not stretching yourself. And you have to stretch yourself. You can stretch yourself. You can stretch yourself no matter how tough or how is it tough? No, I'm looking for that's not the word that I'm looking for. You can stretch yourself out of that. Okay, think out of the box. Get out of the box. That's it. Get out of the box. Force yourself to get out of that comfort zone. Force yourself. Tell yourself, this is not helping me. And so when that guy said it, I suggested what I also do that helped me. Why? Because I've said it. I can sit in one place for 3 hours. As long as I'm doing what I'm doing, my work, I will not move. Because most of the time, my work is online. I do it online and I need to focus online. But I need to get up to move around. So what I do, I suggested that what I do, I set an alarm. Sometimes when I'm online, you will hear the alarm ringing. Why? Because I set my alarm to every 1 hour so that I will get up and move. Because if you don't move, your blood is not running, it's not flowing. Your blood, you can have problem with your blood. It could result to heart attack, or stop breathing. Because if the blood is not flowing there will be no movement. And you need that rhythm. You need to breathe. And it's the functionality of the breathing or the space in the heart. That is what is helping your heart to breathe well without no congestion. So we need movement. So that's what I told him. I said every 1 hour, my alarm, I will put it on. In fact, before the 1 hour, I get up. Why? Because I'm used to it now. I don't wait until the alarm, blows. So when it blows, I say it's a reminder. Thank you. And that is how I've been helping myself. So there is something you can help. Fix that thing that is stopping you to move forward. There is something that you need. So you need to figure it out so that you can help yourself. All right? So growth will not happen until you get out of that comfort zone. Hey, this one, it relates to many of us, including myself. And I don't see myself. I don't look at my age. I don't look at my age. I don't compare my age. I don't put my age in front of my business. I don't. In fact, if you are age 16, I can be in the same class with you. It's not going to put shame on me and say, oh, grandma is in the same class. Says who? We are both there to learn. We are both there to learn. We are all there to learn. I will not look at your age and I will not look at my age. I will not compare it because I have a reason for being in that class. You have a reason for being in that class. And if it's a paid class, I paid the same amount you pay, I paid. So you cannot tell me that I cannot be in the same classroom with you. Age just a number. Yes, my love. Age is just a number. Don't look at that your age and say, oh, I'm 90, I'm 80, I'm in the same class with a young man of 20. Come off it. Nobody cares about your age. As long as you have the knowledge, you have what it takes, keep going. Your age does not determine your ability to grow. Your age doesn't determine. It's the way you look at yourself. It's the way you see yourself. If you feel that you are too old to learn, then it's on you. But if you feel that, hey, in this millennia or millennium or whatever it's called, you can also be part of it. Life goes on. Life goes on. Nobody is going to query you. Nobody. In fact, it was one of my children that helped me open Facebook. I didn't even know what it was called Facebook. I didn't know. She just called me, Mom, let's open Facebook for you. I said, for what? What is Facebook? What is it for? What is Facebook for? So when she explained to me and I said, oh, okay, go ahead. And the moment she opens that Facebook for me, I've been on Facebook for years. Every day I post, every day I post, every day I post, consistency. Every day I post, every day. And when God told me the waiting is over, about, I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, when God told me clearly, because I'm a prophet, if you don't know, I'm a pastor, if you don't know, right? And I always hide and say, oh, I don't want to be that pastor. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. When God told me the waiting is over, I've done, what do you call it? What do you people call it? Conferences and all of that, both here and in Nigeria. But I just stopped. One way or the other, I will just stop. One way or the other, I will just stop. And when God told me, I heard it clearly. He said, the waiting is over. And I said, okay, instead of posting every day, I will come out on Sunday and then share the Bible study with people. Thank you for joining, Sadiq. You are welcome, yeah? I will share the Bible study every Sunday, every Sunday. In fact, the first Sunday I did it, I had to call one of my pastor friends. I said, prophetess, I did the live stream. Please, can you go and check the live stream and give me your feedback? Oh, goodness. When she told me, in fact, the burden was off my shoulder. What I was afraid to start, in fact, not that I was afraid, but I didn't even think of starting it. I'm not a shy person, right? Even though sometimes people may say, oh, I'm introvert, I'm extrovert. No, I'm in between. I can be introvert, I can be extrovert. I can be introvert, I can be extrovert. It depends the occasion. Sometimes I can be there and you think I'm not there because I'm not someone that talks too much, I'm a quiet person, I'm telling you. You will think that because I come here every day, I'm just yappy. I'm a yappy person. I'm not a yappy person. Remember the lady that, that did this thing about yapping. I'm not a yappy person. I'm very conservative. I'm very reserved. I'm very quiet. Very quiet. You can be in this house with me for 1 year, you never hear my voice. Why? Because that is who I am. I'm not someone that go, I'm very reserved, very quiet, and yeah, okay? But the moment I start every Sunday, and I asked my friend to give me feedback, to watch my video and give me feedback. And when she gave me feedback, I ran with it. When she gave me a feedback, not a conscious decision. What do you call it? She sha gave me feedback. Thank you. Someone shared the live stream. I appreciate. Oh, hey, two people shared the live stream. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I just saw it now. Okay. So when she gave me that feedback, oh my goodness, I was so happy. Thereafter, I started doing it. Then, after some time, God ministered to me. I told you about the health of my son that made me go into herbalism. Being an herbalist doesn't make you what do you call it? A voodoo or wicked person. No. Herbalism is about health, it's about life. Okay? So, when I went to learn about uh, health wise, when my son was sick, thank God is good, to God be the glory. And because we were using all those, I don't want to, natural things, so I studied it. And I thank God that thing has been helping me. Why? Because I also remember growing up what my grandparents were giving us, what my mom was giving us, and my dad wasn't more, he's not into all that. But hey, a mother is the owner of the children, as they always say. So my mother will always give us this native medicine and all of that. And I remember, and I said, listen, why am I, why are we using um chalk all the time? That doesn't make sense. So I changed from taking all this chalk to natural herbs. And I can tell you for fact that is the best med you can take. That is the best natural herb that you can help yourself. In fact, everything that is in your kitchen cupboard is what you need, because they say make food your medicine, make medicine your food. So when you are eating medicine, you are healing yourself. Like I said yesterday, we are not meant to be sick in our body. We are not supposed to have headache. You're not supposed to have migraine. You are not supposed to, but the food that we eat also, affects our body. Okay? So your age does not determine your ability to grow. You are never too old to learn something new. Yes, you are never too old to learn something new if you are willing to, encourage yourself and go for it. Right? So you have the power to create the life of your dreams. You have the power to create, not God, not your brother, not your sibling, but you yourself. If you become rich today, is it your brother that you give the money to, or your parents? It's you that owns the money. It's you that owns the wealth. So, but at least you will remember them, isn't it? That is why you have to be your brother's keeper. So stop comparing your journey with someone else's. People have different starting points. Dreams don't have deadlines. Dreams don't have a deadline. But if you don't do it, they always say where you see the most dreams, or what do you call it? Not dreams, unfulfilled dreams, is in the grave. Why? Because a lot of people, millions of people, refuse to fulfill their dreams until when they die. So your age doesn't determine, unless you yourself decided that, oh, you had enough. Okay? So stop comparing your journey with someone else's. Why? Because your starting point is where someone end. Where someone end is your own starting point. Ibi tí tẹnìkan parí sí ní tẹlòmíì ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. So don't ever compare, and never ever give up. Don't say, oh, I had enough. There are some days you'll be low. There are some days you'll be high. It happens to me. There are some days I feel happy. There are some days I feel low. What do? I have to pick up myself and remind myself why I am living. Yes, I sit down and said, oh, Ope, why are you living? Why has God created you? Why am I here in this world? Is it for me? Is it for my children? Is it for my family? No, it's not for you. It's not for your family. It's for someone outside your family that you need to transform their life. That's your money you have. That car you have. You know, you have people, they will tell you, oh, they sold their car to go and pay tithes. The tithe God will not receive from you. The tithe God will not even acknowledge that you pay tithes. You go and you go and pay, you go and sell your car, and you go and pay tithes. I saw a man that went to a pastor. This was funny. He went to a pastor. I think he's been to the church with his wife, and the wife, the man now bought car for his wife. The wife now sold the car to, no, he did not sold the car. He went and give the car to the pastor. When the pastor told her that she should sow a seed, she should sow a car as a seed to the church, and the pastor have the audacity to be driving that car, to be driving a car that belongs to your congregation. You see how wickedness people are. All in the name of Christ, all in the name of religion, all in the name of, you have to pay tithe. Hey, when that tithe is supposed to be for you, and people that are like the widows, the orphans, those are the people the Bible, Jesus mentioned that we can help. People that will never pay you back, people that you will never see again, or you may never see again. That doesn't mean that you cannot help your family. No, that doesn't mean that you cannot help them. If they need your help, please do it, because a giver's hand never lack. If you are doing this, you are also calling forth the blessing of God, or the blessings of God upon your life, okay? So people have different starting points, and so don't give up on yourself. Dreams don't have deadlines. Maybe your dreams is just starting today or tomorrow. So keep dreaming and dream big. Okay, the last one is, the last but not the least, keep showing up. Growth is really overnight. Growth can never be made overnight. You learn every day. At least when you were born, you didn't start running. You were sucking milk. Even Paul said, when I was young, I drink milk. But now, as an adult, I eat solid food. As a child of God, when you were born, you did not start eating solid. You were latching on your mom's milk, right? After 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, your parents start giving, or your mom start giving you solid to try. And then they will make the solid very, very soft, so that it will not choke you. It will not be stuck in your lungs. So they will make it very, very. That is how I did my own. I make small amala. You know that black pudding, or what did you call it? Amala, that black amala. I will make it very, very light, put plenty ewedu and pepper. Because I always use, in fact, I will put pepper in my finger, touch my finger with pepper, and put it on the tip of their tongue. When they will do is to help them with what do you call it, their metabolism to rise. You see, pepper is good for metabolism and digestion. So if you put small pepper, the one they can bear. Don't go and put 1,000 pepper in a soup, and then you go and put it on the tongue of your 6-month-old child. Hey, you are calling for trouble. So I will always do that. Put that pepper first. When they, like, feel as if, the heat. When they feel the heat, I will now start giving them the ewedu, that jute leaf. The jute leaf alone, I will start giving the baby with jute leaf and small, very light amala. And once they swallow it, after some months, maybe 7 months, 8 months, then you start, increasing the solid, make it solidify a bit, not solidify, but thick. And then from there, they will understand that whenever they're eating, they swallow, it's just gab it down. Okay, so keep showing up. Growth is really overnight. It's a process. It takes process. It takes process. Process is what you can do to get up, to get to the, to the pinnacle. Okay, it is built through small decisions, courage to keep going when progress seems invisible, consistency, CJ Purpose, and we. You've changed your name, CJ. Have you changed your name? Purpose and we. Wow, that's a nice name. Purpose and we. Yes, purpose and us. Purpose and we. Purpose and us. Yeah, that is what I discussed about yesterday. Our purpose. Why are you here? Why am I here? When we understand our purpose, my dear, life is, we walk. In fact, the universe will work according to the plan of God in our lives. When we know our purpose. I said it, CJ, yesterday, that yes, every one of us, we are running and shifting from one business to another. Today, we are AI instructor. Today, another day, we become a digital marketer without focus, without knowing their purpose, and on knowing that not everyone are called to be a digital marketer, not everyone are called to be an AI instructor, not everyone is called to be a doctor, not everyone is called to be a nursing mom or a what do you call it, a minder. Not everyone. I shared it yesterday about this allergy that, am I done? Am I done? Let me see before I round off with this. Let me round off with this, then I tell the story to round off, okay? So, um, success or growth is built through small decision, consistency, unlearn and grow, and the courage to keep going when the progress seems invisible. Food for thought. Your experience can make you wiser, but only if you are willing to keep learning. Your experience in life can make you wiser, but only if you are willing to learn. Education is I don't joke with education. Me, I invest a lot of my money in learning, upgrading myself. It's not that what I'm going to say is not that I'm belittling some people of my age group or the same age rank, right? There are some people that cannot stand where I stand. It's not pride. It's because I choose to invest and to help myself. My children cannot be saying something and I cannot understand. I'm not going to go to my next door neighbor and be asking what's the meaning of this, or go to run to Google to find out how do I become a parent. No, you become a parent through learning, through try and error, through learning. When I had my first child, my mom did not come, was unable to come. I was here alone. So I learned through what I observed my mom did for my siblings, my sisters. I learned through when I saw people doing it. So I also learned from mistakes. I learned from mistakes to become a motherhood. So parenting is not an easy job. It's not. And children, they are different. You can have one now. That baby will come easy. Another one, you can go in labor for 24 hours. In fact, 72 hours. And you are still there. And God will see you through. You will not be tired. The baby will not be tired. That is why they run quickly to go and to go and cut you. When they're supposed to tell you to be doing exercise, go and have a cold shower, come back, move around. That will help the baby to descend. And the way that we are having baths is not the way that they used to have baths in those days. In those ancient times, our parents, our grandparents, they will kneel down. Ó máa kúnlẹ̀ sórí ìṣùkú ni tó máa bímọ, because that is how the baby is supposed to descend. But Now they will tell you to lie down. That is not how to have a baby. That is not how to have a baby. That is why the baby gets stuck, and sometimes the baby is breached. When the baby is breached, there is something that you can do to help yourself. We learn through all this. Life will teach us a lesson. How do I know that, that is how you have babies? Because I've seen it done. They will put the shuku down so that the baby head will not hit the ground. You will be on your knees. Ó máa ga itan báyìí ni. Ó máa ga itan. Ó máa lóṣòó. Tó máa bí ọmọ yẹn. Ọmọ yẹn máa come easily. Why? Because the force is there. Your legs are separated. But nísìn, ó máa jókòó, ó máa dùbúlẹ̀, wàá wá gbẹ́sẹ̀ sókè. When it's not the right way. It's not the right way to have a child. Anyhow, my beloved, the story I wanted to round off with, I think I've forgotten the story, but let me just say it. Oh God, what's wrong with this thing? The story I was going to round off with is about this guy. When you I've lost the thought pattern. No, I've lost the thought pattern. Seriously, I've lost the thought pattern. I've lost the thought pattern. I've forgotten. I've lost the thought pattern. That is why it's good to do something. Like someone will say she's ADHD. Why? If she wants to do something and she didn't do it immediately, she will forget. And that is what happened to us. When you want to say something, make sure you say it immediately so that you get it out of your mind. Now I've lost that thought pattern. I can't remember. Anywho, I'm going to end the live stream here because I've gone over my 30 minutes as I promised myself not to go over 30 minutes every day. So today's topic is learn. Let me share it with us. Learn. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. Today is wisdom, or Wednesday wisdom, and personal growth. If you want to grow in life, if you want to be up there in life, you will never stop. You must not stop learning. You must learn, invest in yourself. Okay, let me say this. If you want to become a tailor or a designer, a fashion designer, and you don't know anything about it, what do? You go to someone who is already a tailor or a fashion designer. You go and learn. Maybe you learn it for 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, 3 years. And when you are done, you also can equally train people. That is how you can make your money that you invest in learning. That is how you learn. That is how you can earn money from what you also have invested in. Maybe you invest 500,000 in learning that thing, and then when you are done, 2 or 3 people come to you that they want to learn from you. You will also charge them. Maybe you may not charge them that 500,000. Why? Because you are just upcoming. You are just starting. So you can charge them maybe 150, 200,000. So as time goes on, as you help yourself to develop yourself, to learn more, you will now increase your charges. That is how you can earn income. That is how you can become wealthy. You cannot become wealthy when you are doing a 9 to 5. You can never become wealthy. Why? Because you are being paid a wage. You have been paid something. You are not earning from your own business. So if you want to earn, that means you have to start a business. And if you want to learn more, I'm into digital marketing, right? So if you want to learn more, you can join us. You are welcome. So if you want to learn more, go into my bio. You see the link there. Follow the link, and then you can start your journey with us. On our platform, we have over 300,000 in our community. We have over 300,000 in our community, and the business has been running for 52 years and plus running. So a business that stands for 52 years, let me tell you, it's not a joke. So you can become part of us, learn from it, run your business, and then earn money and become financial freedom. That is the end goal, to become a financial freedom. It's not to be, running helter skelter. Your children, you leave them behind in the hand of people you don't know. Even if you trust them, there was a lady that said something. Was it a couple of days ago? I saw the video. This person left a daughter, a 13-year-old daughter, with an uncle, and the uncle was, in fact, they not yeah, uncle, like, it's not the right direct uncle, but it's like the mom's boyfriend. The mom's boyfriend in this country, the mom's boyfriend was, you know molesting the 13-year-old child. The mom's boyfriend was sleeping with this girl. How did the mother get to know? She said she was feeling sick or feeling ill, and she left work and went home. On getting home, she saw the boyfriend on top of the daughter. And you know what that means? The man will rot in jail for the rest of his life. He will rot in jail because he cannot discipline himself. He couldn't discipline himself. If it's your daughter, anyway, it's not a new thing. I've heard that some parents or father also slept with their own daughters. It's so ridiculous, you know. This world is so ridiculous. At times when you think about it, you'll be thinking, why is the whole world like this? It's so evil and wicked. A lot of people are out there. What they're doing, you will be thanking God. If life has not life you, you will be thanking God, because there are some evil people around, in fact, in your family, outside people, and all of that. May God help us. Until I come your way, I hope I have helped someone to understand the wisdom and personal growth, how we can help ourselves. Learn, unlearn, and grow. Learn, unlearn, and grow. Never stop learning. Your dreams has no deadline. So, in other words, keep learning, keep doing until you achieve your, what do you call it? You get to your destination. All right? Until then, have a wonderful day and take care, and God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone that joined. I appreciate